One of the hardest things for us is to realize that God has a perfect plan for our lives. Even though we may go through many things where it seems like there's no plan at all, God really does have a plan. I remember reading about a girl about 100 years ago in England, and she was growing up there as a teenager, and she was always resentful and anxious because all her friends seemed to have beautiful long golden blonde hair, and she had kind of a dull black hair, and she always felt inferior to them. And she also realized growing up, as she was maturing, that she wound up being much shorter than everybody else. She never grew past 4'9", and the rest of them were taller and more elegant. And she always felt inferior. She always felt like she didn't fit in. Well, some years went by and she felt called to be a missionary. And that was the time of great missionary efforts in China. And so she discerned that God was calling her to go with a group of missionaries to China. And suddenly, as she got off the boat in Shanghai, she looked out at all the people on the shore, and they looked exactly like her. Black hair, and they were short. So she fit in perfectly. And she was able to be a great missionary. And God had it all planned. And the prophet Jeremiah says, "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you." And I think God has a plan for the life of each one of us. Sometimes we have to wait a while to know exactly what that is. But we should trust that He knows what He's doing. Maybe He's got a plan for you that you haven't figured out yet. Maybe something that seemed like a limitation is going to turn out to be a blessing. If you like this video, make sure you like it down below, and then share it with your family and friends. And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.